family. So today I am going to be telling you what Yahawah showed me last night.
Shalom, family. So I'm back again because I'm trying to, basically, as I said before, keep a record of everything that Yah is doing and the way that He is speaking to us, to my family, my sons, and myself. Um, Not only do I think that this word is for us, of course, I do take it for us, first of all, and then, I feel that it needs to be shared. Today, I have felt such a pressing in my heart that all of these things that He has shown me, I need to share them. If you can go back and look at the videos, that I made in the beginning when I created this account, you can see that in reality, I haven't really been sharing. I have been hearing from him in all different ways, not only in his word, but through dreams and through visions and different things. So it has been several years since I had been making videos about what he was showing me because I was not led to. But now I am, and I feel such a pressure in me that I have to do it. And so that's why I'm back on here. And also, especially, because of the way that he's speaking to my son. I know that it is not by coincidence. And so, as you saw at the beginning, that was him speaking about what he showed him last night. I truly am amazed. I don't even have any words. You can already tell. I'm trying to find a word to describe how I feel, but I cannot find it. I don't really know how to describe this, but I just take it as His truth. I take it as Him speaking to us, and I take it as Him wanting to tell us, to make sure that we know that this is Him speaking because He is doing it in different ways through different scripture. And as I have said before, when He gives me a scripture, I know that it is from Him because I don't really know the verses. Like, I don't have verses memorized, be like the idea or what it talks about, but I don't know where it's found. So when I hear a scripture, and especially now, like these things that my son has been seeing, I know that it's from Yah. And so that first verse that he talked about was Mark 6:31, and I'm gonna read it in Spanish. As I said, it's a lot easier. English is not my first language, and so when I read in Spanish, it just makes a lot more sense to me. When I read his word, I read it in Spanish. I hardly ever read it in English, and so that's why I do it this way. So Mark 6:31 says, Venid vosotros aparte a un lugar desierto y descansad un poco. So this verse to me, it blew my mind because of, as I'm referring to my son. He mentioned, how it says that it speaks about a desert. And that's how it speaks to us directly because of where he's trying to tell us that we need to go. He's trying to make it even more real, that he's speaking to us. But also, the second part also spoke to me just in an amazing way because we have been so pressured. I'm speaking of my husband and I, and in reality, all adults right now are feeling so pressured, and probably even some kids, because of everything that we are dealing with and how we are in captivity still, and we're still having to pay bills, and we're still having to get up and go on with our lives day by day and doing different things, the things that we are so used to doing every single day. And so that's why it spoke to me too, because we are so pressured right now, my husband and I, with trying to figure out how we're even going to do this, how we can provide for this move. And so that is why this part, to rest, that's all. Oh my word, that is what we need. We all need that right now so much. And so that's why it's so refreshing to my soul to hear this or to read this. And so the next one was in Mark 10:21, and it said, Vende todo lo que tienes y dalo a los pobres y tendrás tesoro en el cielo. Y ven, sígueme, toma tu cruz. Once again, this is another verse that is so incredibly amazing to me, and it spoke directly to me as well, because I have been doing everything I possibly can, um, in all different ways to sell. I did share a video of me doing like a whatnot show. We have a lot of things listed on eBay and Poshmark and all the different selling platforms, and things just are not selling as fast as we would want them to. My son and I have been listing a lot on Facebook Marketplace, and things just, as I said, they're not selling. It is absolutely impossible for us to sell everything that we need to sell, probably in the time that we need to. And so this really spoke to me, because I had been wondering, I'm sitting here like, should I even just stuff everything into a bag and just donate it? And that's what it has been in my mind. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Am I just supposed to give everything up? And I'm willing to do that. I am willing to do that. I just, it's a daunting task, because as I have shared, my husband and I have been together for 20 years. So it is a lot of stuff. And more than likely, as I have said, it's going to be a massive downsize, to the point where we more than likely will have maybe just a bag, each one of us. And there's only, my husband and I and our two sons. So that's all that we're going to have. And that's okay. I mean, we're going into the times where we may only carry with us what we have on our backs. And so it's time that we need to just let go of all of these things that we thought were so important, and that we needed to keep forever. And so I guess, speaking of my family, the time has come for us to just let all of these things go. And so the next verse was, Mark 10:52, and it says, Vete, tu fe te ha salvado. So I mean, what better way for Yah to put like drop the mic type of thing into this, basically him telling us, if we have faith, if we do this, he is going to save us. He is going to do what he promised, and he will provide, and he will do whatever he needs to, for because we are being obedient, and because we are doing this not because we know what he's doing, or that we know anything at all, but because we have faith that he is doing all of this.